Andrew from Sachs, and welcome to video number 2 in our 8-video series on leadership for resilience and engagement. In the first video, we defined resilience. In this one, we're talking about why does it matter, and then we're going on to a range of questions associated with what is resilience and how do we maximize it? Why does it matter? It has been shown in a range of research that resilience is a really good predictor of a range of outcomes for employees. Resilient employees tend to be psychologically healthier. They tend to have superior problem solving and reasoning skills. They tend to have higher intellectual motivation. And what that means is that rather than simply putting out fires, intellectual motivation gives the tendency to want to solve problems in a long-term sense, solve them strategically. So the intellectual motivation of resilient employees is higher. In addition, people who are highly resilient are better able to remain calm. They tend to follow their own problem-solving initiatives. They can develop their own coping strategies to stress. And in my definition of resilience in the last video, one of the things that I mentioned is that people who are highly resilient tend to be more psychologically independent. They depend less on people solving their problems or rescuing them. They tend to have that independence, which means that they can fix their own issues and can set things up for success. They have healthier personality profiles, and that's certainly true. We will show you later in this series of videos that there are personality characteristics that predict resilience, and people who have these personality characteristics also in a general sense are easier to get along with, and very often they're people who can cope more effectively with a wide range of issues, not just issues that are emotional or external or whatever. Resilient employees tend to cope better in social situations, so the resilience gives them the capacity to relate to a range of people, even people who they may find somewhat challenging. That's one of the gifts that resilience gives. In addition, resilient employees tend to be more thoughtful in planning, achievement-orientated and organised, and they also tend to possess an internal locus of control. Now, I mentioned locus of control in the last video, the first video in this series. Locus of control is where I believe that I can have a positive impact on my world. And so that's what we're looking for employees. I mean, it's sometimes said that the optimum corporate culture is where each employee acts appropriately as a leader within that corporate culture. So if something's wrong, they act to fix it. So people who are highly resilient are more likely to have that internal locus of control that gives them the agency to affect their world. So that's video number 2, brief one, but dealing with the question of why resilience matters. In the next video, we're going to be dealing with the issue of where resilience comes from, and we'll deal with this in 2 ways. Nature, which is to say things that are largely genetically determined and don't tend to change much in the course of life, and nurture, which is things that people learn in the journey. Click on the link near this video to join us for the next video.